Check.
Zabel, Frida.
Zabel. Zabel? That's Z. You're leaping from A to Z. Haven't you anyone between those letters?
Yes, sir.
Well, call them off alphabetically. You know the rules.
Yes, sir. My mistake. Sorry, sir.
Continue.
Galo, Mary.
Galo, Mary, Galo. Check.
Peggy, Alicia.
Peggy, Alicia. Peggy. Check.
Ingle, Peter.
Ingle, Peter. Ingle. Check. There, that's better. That saves us a lot of work.
Yes, sir. Jacobson, Morris.
Jacobson, Morris. Jacobson, check. Check. Watching. Gracious heaven is...
What am I doing up here? What's the matter with you guys? Screwy or something?
Mr. Pendleton, I'm fast losing patience with you. Will you please understand that you have nothing, absolutely nothing to say in this matter?
Oh, is that so? Who's in charge around here? I'll settle this thing quick.
It is all settled as far as you're concerned, Mr. Pendleton, believe me.
Yeah? We'll see about that.
Excuse me. What's the trouble?
Messenger 7013 reporting, sir. No trouble at all, sir.
Oh, yes, there is. There's plenty of trouble and there's going to be a hell of a lot. Don't touch me, I'll squawk my head off. Hey, are you the boss?
Mr. Pendleton, please. This is Mr. Jordan.
Oh, it is, eh? Well, Mr. Jordan, this guy here tells me I'm dead.
Oh, take my word for it, Mr. Pendleton. You are most certainly dead, else I shouldn't have taken you.
That don't prove nothing. You just plucked the wrong bird, pal. You guys make mistakes too, you know.
Ha! Mistakes? We? Ha! How utterly fantastic.
Hey, listen, a guy ought to know if he's dead or not, I guess.
Pay no attention to him, sir. He's a very difficult case. Fought me tooth and nail all the way up here.
I ain't started fighting yet.
Oh, for heaven's sake, be still.
Oh, silence. Is he all you gathered?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
There ain't gonna be a lot sorrier, pal.
Oh, will you be quiet?
Well, who is he?
Pendleton Joseph.
Yeah, see, he even screwed my name up. It's not Pendleton Joseph, it's Joe Pendleton.
Pendleton? What territory do you cover?
A place called New Jersey, sir. And if it can possibly be arranged, I should very much like to be transferred.
Now look, you ain't gonna find me in no list, so don't bother looking. I ain't ready for wherever it is you want to take me.
You're bound for heaven, Mr. Pendleton. You will hear the inner music of the spheres. You'll walk upon the shores of the crystal sea. You'll watch the flowers break and blossom in the moonlight. You will know a happiness beyond achievement in the world you have just left. You will reap the harvest after the famine and drought of mundane existence.
Oh,
You will
stop selling him the place. It's against the rules.
Sorry, sir.
Look at that. You're a nice little guy, I don't want to hurt your feelings, eh? But, my number ain't up. It can't be!
Pendleton.
He'll find it all right.
What do you bet? Hey, what'd you do with my roll?
Oh, you won't need any roll up here.
Well, there's no Pendleton Joseph listed.
Yeah, what'd they tell you, smart guy?
Are you quite certain, sir?
The lists are infallible. You made a mistake.
Mistake? But that's not possible, sir.
Why not?
Well,
Wait a minute. You're new here, aren't you?
yes, sir. I was put on only this morning. This was my first trip.
I thought so. Overzealousness, out for record collections. This happens right along with the inexperience.
You mean to say, sir, that these mistakes are not infrequent? That we often collect souls before they are...
That's precisely what I mean.
Oh, dear. Dear me. I'm afraid I owe you an apology, Mr. Pendleton.
Oh, hey, that's okay, pal. No problem. Hey, we all make mistakes, right? You just take me back and we'll forget the whole thing.
Thank you, Mr. Pendleton. You are a kindly spirit, but I'm afraid there's no taking you back.
Why not?
Oh, quiet. How did he manage to wangle that thing up here?
Oh, I couldn't get him to leave it behind, sir.
I never let go of this. This is my buddy. I mean, hey, this keeps my lungs in shape. He'll take this up on the plane with me the mornings they make a flight. Just when the sun comes up. Oh, yeah. Hey, I set them controls for blind flying, fill my lungs with all that sweet ozone, sit back, and I just let go. You should hear me up there away from everything. I played things I never thought I had in me. Levine says that if I...
Who's Levine?
Oh, Max, my manager. A swell guy. Got a piece of me. Picked me up one night in the the story of when he saw me put away Butcher Boy McKenzie. Said I had car. I was what the fans wanted. Like the greatest.
What's he talking about?
I really have no idea, sir.
Well, who is the greatest?
You kidding me?
We don't kid Mr. Pendleton.
You mean you guys never heard of the greatest? Muhammad Ali?
Afraid not.
God, you don't get around much, do you? I suppose you never heard of Mike Tyson either.
Was he another of the greatest?
Now I know you're kidding me.
Ask the registrar for the file on Pendleton Joseph and get me a copy of the latest listing.
Yes, sir.
There's a possibility he may be on the new list.
Oh, I do hope so, sir.
Now listen, don't go trying to finagle me in any list. I got my whole life to live yet. I'm in the pink, I tell you. Hey,
But to
I ain't ready for this joint yet.
But to what shining pleasures do you wish to return? The morning rush hour, the enervating manner of donuts and pizza, war, hatred.
Look, I
pestilence,
know
famine.
it gets a little tough sometimes, but it's fun just the same, eh? You know, meeting someone, falling in love, getting married, having kids, making someone happy, being someone. That's all swell stuff, and I don't want to miss any part of it, okay?
How in pandemonium did you happen to pick him up?
He caught me just as I was...
Mr. Pendleton, please, this is strictly my domain. It was like this, sir. As I was returning to report a singularly fruitless day, I suddenly saw Mr. Pendleton's aeroplane cracking up. I immediately hopped aboard, and as we went plummeting earthwards, I saw Mr. Pendleton's terror-stricken face raised upwards in prayer, and it harrowed my very soul. Well, sir, I realized that we messengers should not permit our emotions to sway us, but I knew I could spare him indescribable agony if I simply took him off with me before the plane actually crashed. And, well, sir, forgive me, sir, but that is what I did.
Unpardonably presumptuous.
I know, sir. I'm desolate about it.
Oh, hey, look, you're a pretty good skate, and I sure appreciate what you tried to do for me. But you know what? I wouldn't have crashed. I'd have got that ship under control somehow. Something would have saved me. Nothing ever happens when I got my lucky socks along.
It's impossible you were spurred. You were hurtling to earth with the speed of a meteor. You were no doubt smashed to bits. Probably burned to a crisp as well.
It wasn't in the cards. I don't know why I'm so sure. I just feel it.
You don't feel anything you didn't feel a crash, did you?
No, that's because they didn't crash.
Oh, next you'll be saying you weren't even flying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, I was flying all right.
Ah, here we are. Thank you. Now, we'll soon settle this. Pendleton Joseph, born, let's see, 1958?
April 1st. Oh, ha-ha, now I get it. April 1st.
Mother's name, Mary, father's Augustus.
Yeah, don't let him hear you call him that, though.
Both withdrawn and are awaiting Joseph, scheduled to join them on the morning of May 11, 2053.
1053? Wait, that's 60 years from now.
Oh, it seems you were a bit premature.
60 more years? Boy, you sure pulled a bone at that time, pal.
With all due respect to the registrar, sir, there must be some mistake. I may have been a little hasty, but 60 years?
The registrar never makes mistakes.
How any mortal could possibly have survived such a crash is beyond me.
The point is he has. How is none of our concern.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what to say.
Say nothing. Just take him back.
Yeah.
Take him.
Yeah, and the sooner the better. Hey, I gotta get in trim for my goal with the Alabama Bomber. Hey, listen, if you guys want, I'll see if I can scare you up a couple of comps.
But, Mr. Jordan, is it possible to return Mr. Pendleton?
Certainly. Why not?
Well, I rather understood that this was the bourne from whence no traveller returneth.
Mr. Pendleton didn't travel here. You collected him. Now, we can't have him hanging about for the next 60 years. Go off with you.
Yes, sir, of course, sir. Come along, Mr. Pendleton.
Geez, Mr. George, I'm sure glad I met you. Hey, thanks for all you done, eh? Oh, and we'll be seeing you in 60 years. If you're still on the job that long. So long.
Goodbye, Mr. Pendleton.
Sir, you won't have to report this, will you?
Well, I will have to say the
Well,
rest.
Mr. Jordan, please don't. I beg of you. You see, the chief wasn't too keen about putting me on in the first place, and it was only through the most influential pressure and the outlook for a harvest, alas, even greater than World War II, that he agreed to do so. Please, sir, if it wasn't for this one little indiscretion, I shall be scrupulously careful in the future. Really, I shall.
All right. I'll think about it. Now, you run along.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Come along, Mr. Pendleton.
Hey, how you doing there, man? Hey, I'd be sticking around here a lot longer, only I got some unfinished business to take care of. How about you? Did you get your job done?
Mr. Pendleton, please!
Oh, yeah, well, have a nice day.
overly ambitious. Exercise the degree of care and vigilance expected of you.
Yes, sir. My record is 100%.
Well, see that you keep it so. Proceed.
Elijah, Mabel,
Elijah, Abel, Elijah. Check.
Zabel, Frida,
Zabel, Frida, Zabel, Zabel. Jack.
that is all for this place, sir.
Oh, great. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Well, what now?
It's impossible to return Mr. Pendleton.
What, impossible? Why?
Well, you see, it's, this is most deplorable.
Oh, gee.
I'm
Oh, gosh.
waiting now.
They got an awful thing to me, Mr. Jordan.
By they, he means his manager, Mr. Livy.
Why you guys heading up here, Gavin? The dumb puck found my body in the plane. It had me cremated.
I shall never forgive myself.
Oh, wait till I get hold of Levine, I'll fix him. He can't go burning me up and get away with it.
Oh, that's bad. Very bad. That complicates everything.
I can't tell you how distressed I am. I feel ghastly.
How do you think I feel?
Well, I suppose I'm going to have to take charge of this. Now, you finish checking in the rest of these passengers.
Yes, sir.
Come along, Joseph.
Where are we going?
I'm taking you back.
Wait a minute, didn't you just hear us tell you? I ain't got no body.
Oh, what of it? I'll get you another body.
You what?
Another body, sir?
That's what I said.
Wait a minute, just hold on a minute, not so fast. Wait a minute, what kind of deal is this?
Don't leave it to me, Joseph.
I ain't leaving nothing to you. You guys ain't handing nobody's body to me.
But Mr. Pendleton, if Mr. Jordan says he will get you another body, you can rest assured that it will be as good as, if not better, than your own.
There weren't none better. I put in 15 consecutive years getting that body in the pink, and I ain't gonna lose it because you guys fumbled the ball. But you better find me a new one, pal.
But don't you understand? Your body's gone. It doesn't exist anymore.
That ain't up to me. You guys gotta fix that.
Oh, we shall, Joseph. We shall. And don't
Right.
worry. You'll have your choice of 1,000 bodies. All excellent specimens.
I don't want 1,000 bodies. All I want is my own body. No one else's.
Mr. Pendleton, don't you understand? You can have your choice of 1,000 bodies, all prime specimens. Just think of it.
I did think of it, and I still say no dice. I want my own body.
Oh, why make such a fuss? What is it after all? A mere physical covering worth a mere 32 cents.
My body? I was in the pink. You gotta remember that. The pink.
What have we got available at the moment, sir? Something athletic. You wish to continue your pugilistic career, I suppose?
Now you suppose right. Now there ain't nothing like it. The fame, the dough, the roar of the crowds, the pictures in the paper, the lights.
I'm afraid there isn't much we have to offer him if that's the sort of thing he wants to do.
I have an idea, sir. Could we have him reborn?
Hey, Nix, I ain't going through that again. Besides, what about my scrap with the Alabama bomber? Reborn, huh? Nah, I couldn't get up to the waiting time.
Ah, would you like to be rich, Joe? Very rich?
Sure, and I'm gonna be. After I take the bomber, then I polish off Killer Gilbert, after which time I KO that phony polluter, old Murdoch there, then the $1 million gate and into my corner for the rest of my life sitting pretty. But maybe a restaurant or two, just to keep me busy.
You can have all that without fighting.
Ah, Nix, that wouldn't be any fun. I don't want no one handing me nothing. I want to go near it myself.
But Mr. Pendleton, you can have your choice. You could be a king, a prime minister, a poet, a musician. That's still
Hey, a swell prime minister I'd make. Nah, I ain't got the shoulders for it. Nah, I'm just gonna stay the way I am. I'll just stay a mug like I am, okay?
We're all mugs, Joseph.
What?
I have an idea.
What?
What about a movie star?
Who? Sylvester Stallone?
Well, somebody similar, athletic, broad
What's
shoulders.
his chest expansion? Nah, forget it. I'll just stay the way I was. Unless, say you haven't got Bill Clinton. Yeah, forget it.
Come along, Joseph.
All right, but you better get it straight before we go running around.
It's perfectly clear. I'll inform you of everything as we go along. And don't worry, you'll be handsomely recompensed.
All right, but I'm warning you, you're wasting our time.
Ah, we don't mind that here.
Goodbye, Mr. Pendleton, and the best of luck.
Oh, God. Oh, wow.
No, Joe, merely weary.
That's because you're not in shape. You fellas got to keep yourself in better condition. I mean, look at me. I ain't even puffing.
It's not physical exhaustion that's got me down, Joe. It's you. You're a job. You know, I offer you the very cream of last week's crop, and you turn a contemptuous nose up at the lot.
Oh, hey, come on, there wasn't a physique in the bunch. You got to keep in mind that I was in the pink, eh? I ain't going to let you pawn off those second raters on me. Remember? In the pink. Oh, the pink. Hang on.
That's becoming a most obnoxious color, Joe. Don't mention it again, please.
All right.
Do you realize we've practically covered the universe? This is our 130th stop.
Yeah, hey, we should get around, don't we? I mean, Sid, we're in New York. Then Sam, we're in Russia. And then Zowie, we're in Australia. And then wham, we're right back in New York. How do you do it?
That's a trade secret, Joe.
It really gets me how we get in and out of places. I mean, we go right through locked doors, right past people without being seen. Why, it's uncanny.
That's precisely the word.
You know, I thought sure that maid saw us when we come in here. I mean, she looked right at us. And them gals, when they brushed up against us, that got me. You know, you and David Copperfield would make a great act together. So listen, who do you want me to size up here?
Jonathan Farnsworth.
Was he dead?
No.
Was he sick?
No.
What, are you going to meet with an accident?
No.
Well, then what are we doing here?
Oh, don't ask so many questions.
I gotta ask questions. See, I want to know all about this body you want to hand me.
I'll make it all clear to you as you go along.
So, what's he look like?
No, like 50 millions.
No. What shape's he in?
Oh, Joe, you've got to be prepared to accept some sacrifice for what you're getting. Surely 50 millions is adequate compensation for your body, no matter how pink it was.
Like hell it is. Boy, there ain't nothing like having the old chassis running like a clock all the time, in trim all the time, getting up in the morning feeling like you could take on a heavyweight champ with one punch. That's terrific. That's having something on the ball. Someone's coming to on the time.
Oh, stop yanking me around. Can't you remember? We could be neither seen nor heard.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Oh, sorry, Mr. Jordan. Excuse me.
Thank you, Mrs. Ames. I have everything I need right here.
Is there a baby in the family?
No.
What's the nurse for?
Oh, she's attending Farnsworth.
I thought you said he wasn't sick.
Well, he's not really. Just a rundown condition.
Hey, I ain't never had a rundown condition in my life, boy. That's because... Hey,
I know. You're in the pink.
so, look, how long we got to hang around this joint for?
Oh, until I collect Farnsworth.
Oh, I get it. You got to collect him because of his rundown condition.
No, he's being murdered.
What? Holy cow, you mean it's going on right now? The murder?
Yes.
Where? Here? Here in this house?
Yeah.
Who's doing it?
Oh, Farnsworth's wife and the man she's in love with.
Oh, nice people you want me to meet. How are they doing it?
They're drowning him in the bathtub.
Oh, jeez, come on, Mr. George, let's get out of here before we get mixed up in it.
Wait.
No, I'm not going to wait a week for you outside. I'm keeping my nose clean. I'm in enough trouble already.
Go.
Look, Mr. Jordan, don't Joe me. I ain't going to wait around here. I'll wait for you outside, okay?
It's almost over, Joe. Now, don't worry.
Well, why don't you call the cops?
I'm afraid they paid no attention to us.
Oh.
Oh, it's all over.
It is? Oh, gosh. Was the nurse in on it?
Well, innocently, yes.
How do you mean innocently?
You'll soon find out.
Who's this now?
Oh, Tony Allen.
What, that's a mug the wife's in cahoots with?
Very much in cahoots.
Boy, it gets me with women seeing guys like that. What's he do?
Well, he's Farnsworth's confidential secretary. Now, he'll be yours when you're Farnsworth.
Like hell he will, because I ain't going to be Farnsworth.
Oh, Mrs. Farnsworth, Joe.
Mr. Jordan, she don't look like a killer.
Tony, I'm frightened.
Steady.
I don't know what suddenly come over me. I can't seem to shake this feeling that there's something weird, something we can't see, hanging over us, watching us.
You said it, sister.
Accident will help steady you.
Yes.
We have absolutely nothing to worry about.
Everything
Everything will go exactly as we planned. What could be more natural than, after a glass of warm milk, a sleeping tablet or two, a very tired businessman should unfortunately just drowse off in his bath.
Rouse off! Listen to the lion fast! Sorry, Mr. Jordan.
That's quite all right, Joe.
To 50 millions, my sweet.
And us.
Of course.
Come on, Mr. Jordan, get Farnsworth sold and let's get the hell out of here.
Very well, Joe. But I did want you to meet the certain young lady.
No, Nix, I won't go and have nothing to do with this bunch.
Miss Bet Logan is here to see Mr. Farnsworth.
Show her in.
Yes, sir.
Julia, get a hold of yourself.
I'll be all right, Tony.
You know why she's here. Be cordial, sympathetic. You can afford to be now.
Oh, hold me close, Tony.
Just think what this will mean to us. Happiness, freedom, no more of his vile tempers, no more of his insults, no more hiding.
Whatever comes, darling, I shan't be sorry. I couldn't have gone on another day.
I'll be in the study. If she becomes difficult, then bring her into it.
Gee, Mr. Jordan, those two must be in love. Hey, listen, that dame that's coming in, is she in on the murder?
Judge for yourself.
Here is Miss Logan, Mom.
Good evening, Miss Logan.
Good evening, Mrs. Farnsworth.
Gosh, Mr. Jordan, I never saw nothing in heaven like that.
Mr. Farnsworth is expecting you, my dear. He'll be right down.
What you talking about? Farnsworth's dead, ain't he? What? Well, then how's he gonna be right down? Shh.
Oh, do sit down.
Thank you.
Drink
No, thank you.
a cigarette.
Not just now.
That's it, kid. Don't take nothing from that dame.
I just heard of your poor father's arrest. Too bad. But don't worry, I'm sure Mr. Farnsworth will help you. He seems particularly susceptible where you're concerned.
I'm not here to ask for favors, Mrs. Farnsworth. My father is innocent.
Of course. However, since he is the active head of Logan & Co., and since he did float Bay Ridge Securities...
He was tricked by Farnsworth. But of course, you and Mr. Abbott know that as well as I do.
Aren't you being a bit hysterical, my dear? Surely your father is no child. He knew what he was doing.
My father was in Europe at the time. He left everything in Farnsworth's hands.
Well, perhaps you better tell that to Mr. Abbott. He's in the study. I'm sure he can convince you that your father knew precisely what he was doing. As a matter of fact, I happen to know it was strictly against the advice of my husband. But don't take my word for it. Come.
Hey, no, I don't like to see her in there mixed in with those killers.
Oh, she's perfectly safe, Joe.
Save my eyes, she needs help, she's in trouble.
Yes, Joe, very serious trouble. She worships her father.
Well, come on, you guys can do anything, fix it.
It's entirely up to Farnsworth.
But he's dead.
Precisely. However, he wouldn't have helped her. The girl is right. Farnsworth engineered this whole affair. He tricked her father.
And you want me to be Farnsworth and have a swell girl like that hate me?
Now listen, Joe. Everyone builds himself through the architectural power of the soul. The power to weave material into a fabric for its covering. Now you will make a very different Farnsworth. Spiritually, there'll be no change in you.
Yeah, but she won't know that. She's gonna think I'm the same kind of rat he is. Now, sir, Mr. Jordan, I mean, I'd like to help you out here, but not this way, no.
There is no other way, Joe.
Gee, you put me in a hell of a spot.
On the contrary, you'll find it quite pleasant.
Pleasant? How do you figure pleasant? I'd have to give everything up. My fight with the bomber, the shot at the title, my private life, everything. I mean, I couldn't be myself, and if a guy ain't himself, what good is he?
Joe, you'll always be yourself. Nothing can change that. No, you'll merely be using his physical covering. Like donning a new overcoat.
Well, it better be a pretty good overcoat to last me 60 years. Of course, I guess I could get it in shape like I did myself, didn't I?
Of course.
Yeah. Plenty of fresh air, plenty of rest, regular hours, lots of good wholesome food.
You'll do wonders with him, Joe. Your spirit will be young, vibrant, vital.
Wait a minute. Will I fit him? I mean, will he fit me?
As you are right now, purely spirit, I can put you inside a net.
A big guy like me?
Very comfortably.
Boy, you guys sure can't do tricks with us, can't you?
To understand the physical body, you must first comprehend the nature of the earthly body. Now, discarding the atomic theory and eliminating the...
All that I know is if I get plenty of rest, plenty of regular hours, lots of wholesome food...
Yes, I know. You'll be in the pink.
Can't miss.
Now that you've seen the correspondence between your father and Mr. Farnsworth, perhaps you'll
There
realize...
is nothing that you can show me or tell me that will convince me that my father did anything dishonest. He never took a penny from anyone. He couldn't. Now, will you tell Mr. Farnsworth I'm here, or shall I go up to his rooms unannounced?
No, don't do it, Miss Logan, or you get mixed up in the killing.
Have you announced at once, Miss Logan?
Whether or not your father is guilty isn't important, really. What is important is that you're here to, shall we politely say, intercede for him.
I'll do anything to save my father.
Yes, I know. Anything.
You rang, madam?
Yes, tell Mr. Farnsworth that Miss Logan is here.
Very well, madam.
What's that dame talking about? She knows Farnsworth's dead.
You haven't much time to decide, Joe.
What, you mean whether I want to be Farnsworth or not?
I mean, if you want to help that girl.
Oh, geez, well, sure I do, but...
Well, hurry, Joe.
Oh, don't rush me. This is a pretty important decision in my life. All right, look, if I do, it'll only be temporary, won't it?
If you wish it.
Oh, you bet I do, just till I get her straightened out. You better get that clear.
It's perfectly clear.
All right, it's a deal.
Come on, then.
All right. Hang on, Miss Logan. I'm getting in the Farnsworth body, and I'm going to make everything better for you. I hope. Gee, Mr. Jordan, I'm starting to feel funny already.
I just heard my beloved reserved a stateroom on the Queen Elizabeth sailing Wednesday. Of course, you'll sail with him. Oh, for your father's sake, naturally. Ah, Paris, enchanting this time of year. The flowers in the bois, pretty new clothes, music, dancing, divine, really. You must let me give you a list. There are so many charming places where he and I spent our honeymoon. I shouldn't want you to miss them.
I can see where I have overestimated you, Mrs. Farnsworth. I would hardly have thought you would permit such an arrangement.
And why not? It wouldn't last, it never has. I know my husband. He's a fool for a pretty face. You'd be merely another feather in his cap.
As you are.
Go around, Miss Logan.
Yes, Mrs. Ames? Mr. Farnsworth will be right down, Miss Logan.
Hey, this ain't so bad. Farnsworth fits me like a glove. Bit flabby here and there, but I'll fix that.
I told you you'd be perfectly comfortable.
You know, I can't get it through my head that I'm him now.
Oh, you'll get accustomed to it.
I really look like him?
Of course.
Maybe it's this red robe he got on.
You're Farnsworth, Joe.
Yeah, I suppose a guy like you says it's so, but, you know, I still feel the same. I still talk the same. I don't feel any change.
Oh, don't vex your mind about it, Joe. It's what's too simple and too complex for your easy comprehension. Now, inwardly, you haven't changed a bit. You're still Joe Pendleton. But outwardly, oh, you're Jonathan Farnsworth. Believe me.
Oh, I believe you. But what about Mrs. Farnsworth? Hey, I won't be able to fool her.
Oh, you already have. Very successfully, too.
Hey, I did too, didn't I? Boy, when she saw me coming down out of the bathroom, she looked like she'd seen a ghost.
Well, it amounted to that.
Hey, is the doc still up with her?
Yes, but she'll be all right. She's gradually getting over the shock.
Hey, how's Tony, my confidential secretary? Hey, he looked a little pale around the gills too when I walked in the room and said, "Good afternoon, Miss Logan. Nice to see you." Hey, I done that pretty good, didn't I?
You were superb.
I must have done. I even fooled Bet. She thought I was Farnsworth too.
Of course.
Hey, listen, I told her to drop by today and to get her father all straightened out. But how am I going to do that?
Oh, you'll find it a comparatively simple task.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not too bright, you know. I mean, how am I going to learn all about this finance stuff, these stocks and bonds and debentures?
Debentures, Joe.
Yeah, look, Farnsworth's desk full of that crap.
Ah, it's your desk. Now, you'll be surprised how easily it all comes to you.
Well, all right, but you stick close by till I get the hang of things.
I'll be glad to.
Can you imagine that police department if they ever get wind of this? I mean, here's this big financier, gets drowned in his own bathtub by his wife and her lover, then comes back to life, and they don't even know he's sick.
There were no mystery left to explore and wonder about. You would soon lose the spiritual joy of contemplating the workings of the universe. Life would be rather dull.
Well, you got an alibi for everything, don't you? You hear that?
I must go.
Oh, they're paging you, huh?
I'll be back.
Okay. set her right down here. This will be good, right there. Yeah, right in there, that's good.
Well, you know, I was watching you on that bike before, boy. You can sure make it move.
Now, that's nothing. Hey, these muscles, the joints are still a little stiff. Wait till I'm back in trim. I'll make that sickle scream, boy.
You certainly keep yourself in trim, sir.
I got to. That bomber's no pushover, you know, and I only got a short time to get ready for him.
Boy, you look like you're in pretty good shape right now.
Not good enough for the bomber, pal. He's tough.
You mean you're planning to fight the bomber, sir?
You're bright when you are. I've been getting ready for him for 6 months. And let me let you two in on something. I'm going to knock the bejeez out of him. And after him, I'm going to do likewise to murder.
You know, you got a reputation as a sportsman, and you're a pretty good polo player, but I had no idea you went in for professional boxing. I thought you were just a banker.
Now, that's just something I took up lately.
You're kidding us now, aren't you, Mr. Farnsworth? I haven't seen your picture in the financial pages for years.
You mean the spotting page? Oh. Hey, listen, you two. This picture you seen of me in the financial page, does it look like me?
Spit an image of you, sir.
Hey, good. Hey, thanks for that. What's your name?
Hey, my friends call me Oscar.
Okay, Oscar. Thanks a lot. This is what I need, boy.
Good morning, Mr. F. I say you're looking like a new man today.
Yeah? What do you mean new?
You're looking very fit.
Oh, I am. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, where's that old dame that's people in and out of this joint?
I'm afraid I don't understand you, sir.
Oh, you don't, eh? Well, get this. You and me's gonna tangle plenty unless you watch your step, pal. I'm on to you, so don't you try any funny business. And you stay out of my bathroom. Get me? Mr. F. Crappin, will you get that old dame in here?
Of course, you mean Mrs. Ames. I must say, sir, I'm getting rather concerned about you.
Yeah, what?
All this, it's much too strenuous for your blood pressure.
My blood pressure's fine. Hey, listen, I used to give a transfusion at the hospital once a week. Docs there said they never seen such blood.
Really? I wasn't aware of the fact.
Yeah, well, there's a lot around here you ain't in on, pal.
You rang, sir?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Listen, Mrs. Who's-its, and you listen good. When that Miss Logan calls, you let me know right away, you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What attire shall you be wanting this morning, sir? Mansfield wishes to know.
Top hat and morning suit, Mrs. Ames.
Wait a minute. What kind of an outfit is that?
You're opening the bridge today, sir. You and the mayor are cutting the ribbon.
I'm cutting the ribbon? What the hell is this?
It can't be avoided, sir. I'm afraid the mayor insists.
A messenger has brought your steamship tickets, sir.
Steamship tickets? Well, what steamship tickets?
You're the Queen Elizabeth. You sail on Wednesday.
I do? Well, where am I going?
You didn't choose to tell me, so you just told me to get 2 tickets.
2 tickets? Well, who's going with me?
I really haven't the least idea, sir.
Well, I ain't going. I got too much to do around here. Cancel them. And that ribbon cutting stuff, though, too. Ribbons. What do they think I am? Jeez, I gotta write a letter.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. All right, look, this here letter's going to Mr. Jim Rafferty, manager, McGovern Rafferty, Blunt, Jersey City. Now, let me see, okay, you start off like this. Dear Jim, I just want to write and apologize to you for smashing up the company plane, but you see, it wasn't exactly my fault. Yeah. See, what happened was this. I was just passing over Toledo. Yeah, playing a few hot licks on my sax. When all of a sudden, some gimmick on the plane goes haywire, and she starts heading for a crash. Yeah. But you see, some mug that I couldn't see, he hops on the plane out of nowhere. Yeah, this guy's a messenger from heaven. Cut that last part, okay? You say, yeah, so the plane, she's heading for a crash. Down I was going like a bat out of hell. And just before I was killed, I was saved. You don't think I'm gonna screw you? All right, look, put it this way. Let me see. Just before I was killed, this mug that hopped on the plane that I couldn't see grabs my soul. What the hell was that? You just say, look, I can't explain to you what's happened, and you wouldn't believe me even if I could. But I just want you to know, I'm going to pay for the damage to that plane, and you sign it, yours truly, Joe, okay? And P.S. I want you to put a P.S. in there. P.S. I saved the sacks. You get that?
Are you sure you're feeling quite all right, sir?
If you think there's anything wrong with me, put those on, come on.
Really, sir? Don't you think we ought to get down to some business today? The very devil is stirring this morning. The equitable crowd are demanding a showdown. They want to know why you sold the ANO 1995 3.5s and reversed your position in their carbide. Also, we have to do something about the DNR debentures.
Debentures? Yeah, well, I was just talking about them with a pal of mine there.
You mean JP, of course.
No, just Jay. His name's Jordan.
Jordan?
Yeah, I'd like you to meet him sometime. Soon.
There are facts here from Gibbons, who feels we ought to go long on 10 million bushels of July wheat.
Oh, he does, huh?
Yes, immediately.
Oh. Well. 10 million bushels of wheat, eh? Where the hell are we going to put it? How about 20 million boxes of cornflakes?
Have your little Jones, sir, but really we need it to hedge our June position.
Oh, we do, huh? 10 million bushels. Well, I tell you what you do. You order up 1 million gallons of sweet cream. That's it. We can have all that wheat around. We might as well eat it. What else is on your mind?
There are 100 other things demanding your attention today, sir. The Tracy Collateral Trust, the Home State Stock Option Warrants, the...
No. I ain't got time for that today.
But sir, you can't afford to ignore...
Hey, listen, I'm not doing anything today except helping Miss Logan get straightened out. By the way, what's this business about putting her father in jail?
And as much as you engineered the entire...
Listen, I had nothing to do with it, see? And I don't care what he does. Any guy that's got a swell daughter like that must be an all right guy, and you lay off him, you get me?
Jonathan,
Excuse me. Hey, you feeling better after you faint?
I'm all right, dear. Just a dizzy spell. Darling, I'm worried about you. I mean, what's the meaning of all this?
Huh? I need a gym. Hey, I gotta get in trim.
This is the living room.
I can live in any room. I don't need a living room. I need a gym. And this was the biggest room in the house, so I took it.
You don't seem to be the same person this morning.
I don't? Who do you think I am? Go on, take a close look.
Darling, you frighten me.
Well, you scare me too.
You know how very much I worry about you.
Yeah, I'll bet you do.
You must be very careful not to strain yourself. Remember what the doctor said about overexertion. Your blood pressure, your heart.
Hey, listen, I'll have this body in the pink in a week, eh?
Well, do be careful, dearest. I couldn't bear it if anything happened to you.
Well, look, I had myself a pretty good workout here, eh? I'm going upstairs to have a bath, okay? And I don't need any help from you two. Get me?
What do you make of this incredible change in him?
The water must have affected his brain.
It's not Jonathan. It can't be.
If we hadn't seen him come down out of that bathroom, grinning like a hyena, I'd be inclined to agree with you.
Oh, it's creepy. I get a cold chill just looking at him.
I don't feel any too comfortable myself. I was certain he was dead. We held him under for long enough.
What do you suppose the sudden mania for all this can be? He's playing a game with us. Oh, Tony, I'm afraid. We must do something. I couldn't spend another night in this house.
There'll be no bungling next time.
Mr. Max Levine is here to see Mr. Farnsworth.
He doesn't know any Levine.
Shall I send him away, sir?
No, show him in.
Yes, sir.
Be on your guard, darling. It might be one of Jonathan's investigators.
We'll soon find out.
Mr. Max Levine.
I'm Mr. Abbott.
How you doing, Mr. Abbott?
I'm Jonathan Farnsworth's confidential man.
Great. Well, then maybe you can tell me what Mr. Farnsworth wants to see me about.
Probably. Could you tell me what business you're in, Mr. Levine?
Me? Ha! I'm in a fight racket. I'm a manager. I manage fighters.
No, I can't possibly imagine what my husband would want with a fight manager.
Well, I see he goes into the athletics here. Maybe he's thinking of entering the ring, you know? The squared circle.
Don't be absurd, Mama. Kindly state your business. I'll write you a letter.
Well, you don't have to get snooty with me, mister. Look, I got a telegram from Farnsworth to be here. It says right here that...
Max, you old dog thief! Am I ever glad to see you? How are you, Max? Max, it's great to see you, pal.
You know me?
Of course I know you. I had to know you, you dirty double-crossing bastard. Hey, how do you like my monkey suit? Yeah, this is my morning suit, mug. Hey, I got a different suit for mornings, afternoons, evenings. Why, I'm a regular prima donna.
Your hat, sir?
Yeah, hey, listen, you, I only wear this for laughs, okay? I knew he was coming. Well, Mr. Farnsworth. Well, don't you recognize me, Max? Me?
No, I don't. I've never seen you before in my life, Mr.
Max,
Farnsworth.
it's me, Joe Pendleton. You're Joe.
You're nuts, Mr. Farnsworth.
Oh, Max, I know I don't look like Joe, but I swear to you, I'm him. And it's all your fault.
My fault?
Yeah. If you hadn't been in such a goddamn hurry to burn my body, I wouldn't have been in this.
I'm a busy man, Mr. Farnsworth. If you're screwy, I gotta get going.
Will you introduce us?
Oh, this is Max Levine, my manager.
I don't know what you're talking
We
about.
can beat it, okay? I got some private business to discuss with my pal Mac, and I'll get out of here.
How dare you talk like that to me?
Go, Mrs. Farnsworth.
I can't imagine what's come over you, darling.
Listen, don't you worry about it. Just leave me alone now. Beat it.
Oh,
Ah, there you are. Now you're just the guy I want to see. Hey, come here. I want you to say something. I want you to prove to this guy what went on. Explain to him that I'm Joe Pendleton. Oh, sorry. This is Max Levine, my manager. Yeah, he's the guy who had me cremated. Max, this here's Mr. Jordan.
Hey, how you doing there, Mr. Jordan? Real nice to meet you. See, how about a little drink, just the three of us, maybe?
Help yourself, Max.
Yeah.
I forgot you can't see him.
Oh, maybe I will after I have a couple.
You can't see him because he ain't dead yet.
I ain't nuts either. Now look, here's yours, Mr. Farnsworth, and here's mine, and if this third one disappears, I'm taking a taxi down to the booby hat.
Hey, excuse me, Max. The guy that just fumbled the whole thing just rolled in.
Oh, yeah, I see him, Mr. Farnsworth. Real nice looking guy, too. I see he's wearing a top hat and spats. Look, Mr. Farnsworth, you fellas probably got a lot of business to talk about, so I think I'll just be mooching right along.
Wait a minute. Now, you're not going anywhere. Let me get this thing straightened out. Now, sit down.
Haven't you told him yet, sir?
No.
Oh dear, the chief knows the situation and is storming all over the place. And you know how effective he can storm.
Yes, go on.
Well, it seems the thing is far more serious than we first thought. It appears that Mr. Pendleton was destined to become the world's next pugilistic champion.
I knew it! I knew no one could beat me. Did you hear that, Max? I'm going to be champ. You're going to make a pile of dough with me, boy. If you had to go and burn up my body, why I ought to slug you. Go on, tell me more.
Well, there's nothing more to tell you. I've been everywhere trying to find a candidate whose physical and fistic qualifications measure up to your specification. And quite frankly, I'm in a doghouse until I make good my blunder.
Well, you better shake your leg. I don't want to be in this body any longer than I got to.
Well, there is a scrapping fellow in Australia, wrestler, wild sort. He'll soon be available, drunk driving.
Who is he? I'll tell him to lay off the liquor.
Don't you want him?
Yeah. What's his weight?
250 pounds.
Too heavy. How about his reach?
78 inches.
What do you think, Max?
Yeah. I think I ought to get the hell out of here.
Wait a minute. You want to walk up $1 million bucks? What the hell the matter with you? Sit down. Give me all the dough in the dollar. Just as bad as biceps, 4 hours of work. See what else you can find out.
Yes, sir. Gentlemen,
Now, look, Mr. Jordan, look, you've got to help me get all this over to Max here. I mean, you got to make him understand that it's me, Joe Pendleton. I mean, he's a swell manager, and I don't want to lose him. I'd be lost in the ring without him. Couldn't you let him see you? Just till I can make him understand.
Oh, you can do it yourself, Joe. Now you try.
You can?
You bet.
Hey, Joe? I mean, Max? Hey, listen, Max. Look, you got to believe that I'm Joe. Listen. You remember them 3 flights he used to make between Jersey and Omaha? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. The last flight I was on, someone flew him. And the ship started heading for a crash, you see. But this guy that was just here, that you can't see on account of you ain't dead yet, he saw me fall. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Max. They got a whole army of guys like him. You know, they go all over the place collecting people.
I mean, right now with all the wars and fighting going on, it's a pretty busy season, see? So anyway, this guy blows it and grabs me before I'm dead. Ooh. Now he's got to make it up to me. You get it?
Yeah. I get it, Mr. Fonz. I get it real good. And now, let me tell you what I think you ought to get, Mr. Fonz. A doctor. The best that can find hurting you.
I'm going to make you understand if I can pound you to a jelly. Now listen, how would I know all this about Joe if I'm not Joe? You got 40% of me.
I have?
Yeah.
See, Mr. Fonz, that's real nice. I says, why did you give me a piece of you?
Since that night in Astoria, when he saw me polish off Butcher Boy McKenzie, he told me I was class. Color. I was what the fans wanted. Like Muhammad Ali. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I do, Mr. Fonz.
Oh, but I'll tell you more. Oh, yeah, okay. You got a sister named Rosie, who ain't married yet, but she's got 3 kids.
Hey, pipe down on that. Pipe down on that. Somebody might hear you. Hey, who the hell are you anyway?
I'm Joe, you dope. I'm trying to tell you that I'm Joe Pendleton. Now listen, I'll tell you more, okay? You remember that night on the boat to Albany? When your wife Lena caught you?
Who the hell are you?
Trying to explain to you, I'm Joe Pendleton. I'm in Farnsworth's body because I couldn't get back into my own, and it got me you being in such a rush to get rid of me and burn me up, you big stiff. Look, I'll prove it to you. Here we are, okay? Here. Remember this?
Sure. That's Joe's. Good Joe.
Cut the phony tears. Now, this ought to prove I'm telling you the truth.
Well, where'd you get it?
It's mine, I tell you. Listen, I'm going to play you something you always like to hear me play, okay?
It's like it's coming from the dead.
I'll say it is. Yeah. Now, do you believe me? You think Farnsworth can play like that? And here's something else. You remember our old grip? Come on. Yeah. Hoo, ha!
Joe? Joe?
Yeah, he knows me! He knows me! Oh, Max! Max, come on, Max! Get up, Max! Max, get up! Come on!
I'm seeing things.
No, you're not, Max!
No, I ain't. Look at that hangover from last night.
No, it's not, Max! It's me! I'm Joe Pendleton! I'm in Farnsworth's body. I couldn't get back into my own.
You're really Joe?
Just inside. Outside, I'm Farnsworth the banker.
Yeah. So how'd you get into Farnsworth?
They put me in him after he was drowned in his bathtub.
Drowned?
Yeah. Max, come on. Wake up, Max. Look, it's only temporary. Just till I get a swell girl out of a jam, okay? Oh, boy, she got plenty of zing. Ain't that right, Mr. Jordan?
Hey, maybe I'm somebody else, too. Hey, I wonder whose body I'm in. You look pretty ass that invisible pally, does it? No, maybe you better not. If I'm somebody else, I don't think I want to know about it.
Now, listen, Max, look. If I'm going to get to be champ, I got to keep it trim, okay? I don't want to lose my punch. So you got to start lining me up fights right away. Now, first of all, the bomber, okay? Then Theo Murdoch, and then,
Hey, wait a minute. Maybe I can get Joe Pendleton, and I mean maybe, but, it's going to be awful hard to mix at the boxing commission. They got rules that bar ghosts.
I ain't a ghost. I ain't even dead yet. I got 60 more years to live.
I don't know. Look, what do you want to fight anymore?
Listen, you tell me something. I want to know who's the next logical contender to meet the bomber.
Well, you was.
Well, I know I was. Now, who is?
Killer Gilbert.
You fix me up with him.
Are you nuts? Killer ain't gonna go in the ring with the Fonz with the banker.
Offer him dough. Fix it. You can do it.
Where am I gonna get the dough?
Where's he going to get the dough?
From you, right to Michelle.
Hey, how you got a button?
Oh, you keep forgetting. You're Farnsworth. Call your secretary. He'll make it out for you.
He will?
Of course.
You sure it'll be all right?
It'll be quite all right.
All right. You say so. Hey, Max, how much you going to need to fix this fight?
50 grand?
50 grand? Gee, that's a lot of money.
Well, it's worth it to fix a fight for a ghost, ain't it?
You rang, sir?
Oh, yeah, hey, listen, send in my secretary, okay?
Your secretary?
Yeah.
I'll tell him to come right in, sir.
Wait a minute, wait. Has Miss Logan called yet?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, well, you be sure and let me know as soon as she calls, okay?
Of course, sir.
Jeez, Joe, I can't get over it. I need a month like you change into a big shot like Farnsworth. Hey, I got a great idea. Maybe Invisible Pal could change me into Donald Trump. Donald Trump, yeah.
Take it away you are, Max. Take my advice.
Look, Joe, what do you want to fight anymore for? I mean, with all the Farnsworth, don't you? You got the world in your back pocket. The guy, he might own 5 or 6 banks.
Hey, what do you think me for? I don't want any of that guy's dough. Hey, I'm gonna have all the dough I need when I'm champ. Oh boy, I can't hardly wait to get back in that ring again. The roar of the crowds, the fame, the lights, the battle for...
Yes, sir.
You sure it's all right?
It's okay.
Look, I want to write a check.
Of course, which bank?
Huh?
Chase, National City, Commercial, First Trust, Phoenix, Guarantee.
I got money in all them banks.
Of course, sir.
Oh, well, which ones I got the most in? This is a pretty big check.
How big, sir?
$50,000.
Oh, you must be joking.
I guess it's too much, Max. Can you make it for less?
Nah, not a cent less.
Look, could you fill it out maybe in 4 or 5 different accounts?
Your balance in each one of these banks runs to several million. Yes, sir. To whom shall I make it payable?
To him.
The name?
Max Levine.
Levene.
Would you care to sign, sir?
Wants me to sign it.
Go ahead.
I could get 20 years for this.
Sign it.
Look, I'm in enough trouble already. If I get in any more of a jam...
You won't.
All right, but you stick close by me. How do you spell Farnsworth? Fine, go on, spell it.
Farnsworth.
I don't know if I can do this. All right, here goes. Hey, it's rolling right out. I could never write like this before.
Will that be all, sir?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you won't forget the opening of the bridge this afternoon, sir, or the Great Western Board meeting too.
I'm not going to worry about that today, okay?
Shall I wait here or at the office?
At the office. Wait at the office.
Very well, sir.
Joe, what are we going to do if the bank finds out this was written by a ghost?
How about that, Mr. Jordan?
Oh, it's perfectly good.
If he says it's so, Max.
For $50,000, I'll even take your friend's word for it.
Miss Bet Logan calling, sir.
She is. Oh, Max, this is the girl I've been telling you about. Wait till you see her. Pretty as the sunset. Don't just stand there like a hitching post. Show her in. After these 2 gentlemen leave.
Yes, sir. As soon as these 2 gentlemen leave?
Wait till you see her, Max. Boy, she got a lot of things. Ain't that right, Mr. Jordan?
Yeah, but look, Joe, I better be getting along and see what I can do.
Yeah, okay, look, Max, you get that match set up. As soon as I get the girl straightened out, I'm shedding Farnsworth.
Yeah? What do you think will be next?
Oh, I don't know. These guys can make me anybody or anything. Hey, listen, I could be a Triple Crown racehorse if I wanted to be.
What? Nah. Who wants to get up at 5 o'clock every morning and run around a racetrack? Hey, I got a great idea. Hey, Mr. Jordan, how about changing him into Lennox Lewis?
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm going to hold out.
I almost forgot. Hey, look, I'm manager and 40% owner. That means I have to okay the change. So you tell your pal Jordan, wherever he is, that I got to be in on the deal.
Hey, that's so, Mr. Jordan.
Hey, where are my brains? Where are my brains? This has been pretty and I don't even know it. Hey, Joe, how much has Farnsworth got? Like cold cash?
50 million?
50 million? 50 million bucks? 40% of 50 million? Joe, we don't have to fight anymore. We can do anything.
Forget it, Max. This ain't permanent.
Jeez, Joe, this whole thing's got me screwy. I'm gonna go get drunk. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get drunk. I'll call you back when I snap out of it. Oh, hey, Mr. Jordan, can I drop you somewhere? Nah, okay. Well, see you later, Joe.
Mr. Jordan, tell me, look, is she gonna like me? You know everything.
Oh, very much, Joe. Very much.
Yeah, but hey, listen, I don't want to, like, like me, Joe Pendleton.
I understand.
Boy, what a spot to be in. I mean, they gotta make a girl hate the guy she sees and love the guy she doesn't see. How am I gonna do it?
Don't worry about it, Joe. Don't worry. Now, here she comes.
Well, here I am.
Hello. Listen, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to talk to you
It's
last
quite
night.
all right. Mrs. Farnsworth was good enough to let me know what you'd expect from me in return for helping my father. Well, you win. You see how useless it would be to appeal to your sense of justice. I'll go away with you, but not until my father is cleared.
Oh, now, look, Miss Logan, don't worry about your father. He's fine. He will be fine.
You promise?
I promise you, yeah. Yeah.
Here.
I never promised you nothing before. Well, I promise you this time.
Yeah, right, you promised.
Look, Miss Logan, you don't know what I went through just to get here and to meet you. And I'm the best friend you've got. Okay? Now look, is your father still in jail?
As if you didn't know.
Jeez, that Farnsworth sure was a rat. But look, I ain't like him, honest. Hey, listen, I never give a guy a raw deal in my life, and I ain't gonna start now. Look, you just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
You mean that? You really mean that?
You bet I do.
You never talked like that to me before.
Hey, that's because I'm a different person now. I can't explain it. You wouldn't believe me if I tried to. But listen, about this trip, I mean, you going away with Farnsworth? Listen, that's out. And you don't ever have to come here or see him again. And I'll take care of your father's business right away.
I can't hope to understand what's going on in your mind. I don't know what's come over you.
Well, I need somebody, Miss Logan. I need someone like you around. I'm lonesome. I'm awful lonesome. I don't have anybody. I don't even have myself.
Well,
Miss Logan?
it's funny. Suddenly I feel alive and happy. There's a spiritual glow in your face that wasn't there before. And your eyes. It's as though there's someone inside them looking out.
That's me looking out, Miss Logan. That's me looking out. But I'm not going to be looking out for long. Just till I get your father out of his jam. And then I'm going to be someone else. Someone maybe you could like. You like fighters? I mean, professional fighters?
I don't know. I've never met one before.
Oh, yes, you have. You just met one. And a pretty good one, too, but you don't know it. Well, look, what I'm trying to say is, someday, pretty soon now, some fighter's going to come up to you and he's going to say that he knows you and act like he's seen you before. When he does, don't get sore. Give him a chance. Because he's going to be telling you the truth. And he'd be a pretty swell guy to boot. All right, look, what I'm really trying to tell you, Miss Logan, is now that I've met you, I don't ever want to let you go. And when I'm someone else, I'm
Well, hello, Miss Logan. I see you and my husband have been...
I'm not your husband.
Oh, really, Jonathan?
We're not married.
What?
No, we're not married. Not spiritually.
Oh.
The Chemical National Bank is on the phone, sir.
What? Oh, they know the checks are phony. Jesus, Jordan, where are you? I need help, Mr. Jordan, where are you?
May I be of service?
Not you, you'll gum the works up again. I need your boss before I'm thrown in the can. Hey, Mr. Jordan! Mr. Jordan!
Oh, here it is, Susie, right on the sports page. What a day. Listen to this. Financier fights Killer Gilbert tonight. Jonathan Farnsworth, Wall Street tycoon, meets Killer Gilbert at stadium. 15-round go. American Carbide calls. Hurry director's meeting. waiting for the fistic demon to gain mastery.
All I know is I'm getting on with cook in the mornings before I start talking to this Mr. Jordan myself.
I'm not a betting woman, as you know, but it seems to me that's what my dear husband used to call an inordinate overlay in the odds. 8-1 Farnsworth doesn't last the first round strikes me more as an excellent investment rather than a sordid wagering position. Hey, what do you say, Susie? Should we take a flyer? My husband always wanted me to. I didn't like to encourage him.
Oh no, I don't want no part of it. Just when he gets in the ring, the musician is out to get the upper hand of him, and then what'll we be?
I hadn't thought of that. Still 8-1, Susie. The way I've seen the master thump the bag, I'd say that the fistic demon within should easily manage to gain supremacy over a decidedly third-rate musician.
Oh, you can't depend on devils, Mrs. Ames. You cannot depend on devils. Don't come sneaking into rooms like that. Make a little noise when you come in. Well, Mr. Farnsworth, Mr. Levine here.
Yes, hurry and have him come in. You know his orders.
So where's Joe? I mean, Mr. Farnsworth.
In the study, Mr. Levine.
The study? Oh, yeah, you mean the bathroom, don't you? Well, look, go drag him out of there, will you?
I'll tell him you're here, sir. Oh, Mr. Levine, what do you think? Do you think Mr. Farnsworth stands a sporting chance at tonight's skirmish?
You kidding, sweetheart? It's gonna be a cinch. If I was you, I'd have a little bet down on the side.
I shall, sir. Thank you very much.
Don't mention it. Mr. Jordan, you here? Jordan, come on, give me a break with me, Mr. Jordan. Give me a break. I got a swell little deal. I'll let you in on if you play ball with me. If you don't want to talk, just move a chair or something so I know you're around, will ya? Geez, you're a tough guy to do business with. Is that you, Mr. Jordan? Is that you? Come on, talk it up a bit, will ya? This ain't no comfortable position for a guy to be in. Well, all right, if that's the way you want it. But look, here's the deal. Now look, Joe's got himself $50 million. He wants to get himself punched silly trying to be champ. And that ain't gonna get him nothing. It's only, $50 million. Now look, I'm a businessman, and I'm a manager and 40% owner, and well, I know what's best for Joe, right? Now he tells me that you can change him into Muammar Gaddafi or somebody like that, but don't do it. If he asks you to change him into Saddam Hussein or Hitler or one of those terrible kind of guys, don't let him talk into it. He's just a slap-happy pug. Now, I'm really satisfied with the deal you've given him, but as manager and 40% owner, I'm quite satisfied to just stay Farnsworth. So don't go digging up no bodies for me, will ya?
Good morning, Mr. Levine.
Gee!
Very interesting conversation you're having there.
Yeah. It was a little one-sided, though.
Yes, Mr. Farnsworth seems to have the same problem.
Yeah, but he gets results. I don't.
Who is this mysterious Mr. Jordan that Mr. Farnsworth is constantly referring to?
You stick around, pal. You're gonna find out. Oh, how you doing, Mrs. Farnsworth? Hey, great day for scrapping it. They're gonna be swinging from the rafters tonight, completely sold out. And hey, look at the break I got for him in the paper. Front page. Listen to this. Mr. Jonathan Farnsworth.
I'm really not interested, Mr. Levine, in my husband's suddenly developed eccentricities.
Oh, yeah? Huh, that's too bad. I guess it'd be tickled pink to know you was in the other guy's corner. So, where's Mr. Farnsworth, anyway?
Mrs. Ames, Mr. Farnsworth has requested that you come up to his study.
He's still in there, eh? You know, it's amazing. That bum can't even read a telephone directory, and he's in his study. Where is it?
If you'll be good enough to follow me, sir.
Mrs. Ames, have Doodles exercise.
situation very clear. Wall Street's problem child. What will the spectacular JF do next? In the face of industry's howls for retrenchment, the financier declares that his businesses are making altogether too much money and proceeds to remedy the situation by ordering the building of additional factories, doubling his payrolls, and declaring quarterly bonuses for all of his employees. Not content with this generosity, he next offers to buy back at a premium the entire issue of the Logan debentures, despite his worthlessness and the fact that John Logan is now languishing in the county jail awaiting trial. And tonight, he seeks to enter the professional arena seeking to...
Oh, stop it!
A few more weeks of this, my sweet, and you'll be a pauper. NT&Q, Consolidated, Power, Baylite, they're all being dumped on the market.
Well, why haven't you stopped him?
Why haven't you? You had ample opportunity.
I have not. He watches me like a hawk, constantly on his guard.
Look at that, ain't he beautiful? Look at that rhythm. Look at that rhythm. Man, I wish my car ran like that.
Oh, darling, surely you're not intending to go through with this preposterous fight.
You bet I am. And you just might have yourself a little bet down on me. Imagine them Pucks Lane ain't the one I don't make it past the first round. Why, I'll be on him from the opening bell. I'll even tell you what round he goes down. It's the sucker for a last hook.
Yeah, but now listen, you do exactly what I told you to do. And don't try and box him, because you ain't got a chance boxing. He's got that down pat. I want you to coast. I want you to just coast right in there. I want you to look for the right spot, wait for the right moment, and then sock. Now, you can take everything the killer can give you, but I want you to just wait him out. Wait for the right moment, wait for the right spot, and then hit him hard. Till it's a tough customer, but you can drop it.
Well, I'll say again, might be over in a minute. I'll give him indigestion. I'll stop him same as I stopped Malone, which was no small time task, if you recall, Max. That St. Louis Cyclone was tough. He had class. But I just kept beating his blunt bucket and a tattoo on it, and his legs, they felt like spaghetti.
Yeah, well, come on, we gotta go weigh in.
Yeah, come on.
Wait a minute, dear. I want to talk to you.
I can't, I gotta go weigh in. Come on.
Well, surely you can spare me a few minutes.
Hey, I can't do that. I get upset before a match if I talk to someone, don't I, Max?
Yeah,
Well,
come on.
this is more important than the fight.
Nothing's more important, not to me.
Please, dear, will you excuse us? Now, come along.
Hey, you got something to say, you can say it right here.
But
If you'll excuse me, Mr. Levine, would you care to join me on the terrace?
You stay right where you are, Max. Max, we got no secrets. Now go on, spill it. What's on your mind?
well, it's rather personal, dear.
Don't want to hear it. Come on, Max.
Please, this is important to both of us. I won't keep him long.
Come along.
Hey, Max, wait.
Look over here, bum.
You seem so afraid of being alone with me.
Yeah, I'll say I am.
Well, don't be silly, dear. Come, sit here, close to me, for just a minute.
Look, I gotta go in. I'm gonna be late. The boxing commission.
Don't you think it's time we started being honest with each other?
That's just exactly what I want to be.
Good. Then don't avoid me. Let's talk it out straight from the shoulder. We can't go on like this.
We ain't going on like this. Right after this fight, you and me splitting.
Are we?
Yeah, we don't belong together.
I'll never let you go. Despite this horrible change in you, which I can't even try to understand, I still want you. I want you desperately. I love you.
Yeah, you love me, sure you do. Hey, I may be soft in the head, but ain't that soft. You love Tony, and he's nuts about you, but that's all right. Because you know what? I'm gonna marry Fat as soon as I can fix it. Yeah, I'm talking to George right after the fight. Hey, listen, you're gonna be a widow sooner than you think.
Shall I?
Yeah. Hey, don't you try any funny business either. I'm on to you, sister. So you watch your step. Get my meaning?
Yes, my dear, I do. And I'll be very careful next time.
Imagine that game.
Oh, you needn't concern yourself with her, Mr. Pendleton. I bring good news.
You're nothing but bad news to me, pal.
Not this time. I finally found what we've been looking for. He's a superb specimen. Height, weight, chest expansion, biceps, reach. Oh, you'll be delighted.
Yeah, I'm sure I will be. That's all great, but look, is he good looking?
But I thought you were only interested in physical perfection.
Well, yeah, that's all, that counts, you know, but, I mean, now that I met Fat, I want to be someone that's not too hard in their eyes. I mean, he don't have to be a Tom Cruise, but, yeah, someone like him. Hey, listen, I can't take a chance on her giving me the go-by. I mean, she's too important to my life now.
Well, in that case, Mr. Pendleton, I'm afraid that he's...
Oh, sweetheart, how you doing? Hey, listen, I was just going down to weigh in, and then I was going to come by and pick you up.
Jonathan, I'm frightened.
Hey, don't be frightened, sweetheart, the fight's in the bag.
It isn't the fight, dear. I can't shake this feeling that somehow I'm going to lose you.
Lose me? Hey, not a chance, baby. I'm yours for the next 60 years. Which reminds me, I know how long I'm going to be around, but I got to find out about you. Because I don't want to be here 1 minute longer than you. You better take care of that, Mr. Messenger.
Let's not worry about the future, dear. I don't want to think too far ahead. I'm satisfied just as things are.
Oh, but they're going to be better, sweetheart, a whole lot better. Hey, there's going to be an important change in me.
What do you mean?
Well, you remember me telling you about how someday, pretty soon now, some fighter was going to come up to you and say hello back and act like he was an old friend of yours?
Yes.
Well, don't be surprised if that comes pretty soon now, like right after your father's out of his jam.
Is this fighter a friend of yours?
Oh, I'll say he's the best friend I got. You be nice to him, will you, sweetheart? It's important to me.
All right. Oh, yeah, I know.
Listen, I even want you to more than like him.
Jonathan, why are you looking at me like this?
I want to remember you. I want to remember your face and everything about you. So that no matter what happens, I'll always remember you. Now listen, don't you worry about a thing. We've got a great life ahead of us. Hey, I got an in with a couple of big shots, and they can make me anybody I want to be. So you just tell me what kind of a guy you'd like to marry. I mean, if you had the choice, and I'm going to be that guy.
The kind of guy you are, just the way you are. Don't ever change.
Yeah, you mean that? You like me like I am? Like this? Like Farnsworth?
I love you. I wouldn't want anything about you changed.
Really? Well, and you'd marry me like I am? I mean, you'd marry Farnsworth?
Of course, if I could.
Oh, no. Don't worry about Mrs. Farnsworth. Hey, I just had it out with her. Hey, she don't want me. She wants Tony.
Yes, I know.
So if you'll have me just the way I am, no changes. Hey, baby, that's great. That's swell with me. I'll tell the boys they can get on with their business and just forget it and go on with their job. I'll stay with Farnsworth and call the whole thing square.
Dear, I wish I'd known this before. I've been through hell trying to make good my error. Well, I can report back and say that the matter is satisfactorily closed.
Yeah, sure is, pal. And thanks for all you've done, eh?
Well, good luck to you, my boy, and I'll pick you up in 60 years.
Reed, I just felt a cool chill. How you doing, Mr. Logan? See, Joe, any of your pals around?
Yeah, one of them just left, Max. I'm through with them.
Yeah, good. But come on, we gotta go call the boxing commission for it. Thinks we forfeited the fight.
Okay, look, Max. You take Bet down in the car, and I'll be right along. I'm just going to go get my socks, okay?
Come on, Miss Logan.
Hurry, dear.
Okay.
Wait, Joe.
What? Hey, hi, Mr. Jordan. Hey, what's in your mind? I'm in a hurry.
I'm afraid I've some bad news for you.
Well, hey, didn't that... what's going on here? Didn't that messenger tell you? I'm satisfied to stay with Farnsworth and call the whole thing square.
Yes, Joe. That's why I'm here. You can't use Farnsworth's body anymore.
What?
I'm sorry, Joe, but he's been howling about it to the registrar ever since you got into it.
Oh, he is, eh? Well, what's he got to squawk about?
Joe, I just talked to the boxing commission.
He's like I was just on my way out when Mr. Jordan came in.
Joe, what do you tell those fumble bumps to stop bothering you? Hey, what does he want?
He tells me I can't use Farnsworth's body.
What? He wants you to go into a fight without a body? Where is he? Let me talk to him.
It's up in the ceiling.
Mr. Jordan, look, Joe's got a tough fight tonight, but I don't want him upset.
There isn't going to be any fight.
What?
What'd he say?
Now he's saying there ain't gonna be a fight.
What is he nuts? We get $50,000 in this fight.
Hey, what's the idea, Mr. Jordan?
Farnsworth objects. He abhors pugilism.
Yeah, well, what goes on here? Let me in on it.
Tell Mr. Levine to call off the fight, Joe.
What?
What do you say?
Now listen, Mr. Jordan. Hey, listen. Hey, you can tell Farnsworth that I'm gonna stay put. He ain't gonna screw me up like that.
I'm sorry, Joe. Orders.
Now listen, you just try and pry me loose.
Pry you loose from what?
Never mind, Max. Come on. Hey. I can't move. Something's holding me down.
What do you mean you can't move? Come on. What's the matter? You nailed down or something?
Hey, cut the clown, Mr. Jordan.
If he does that to you in the ring, you're a dead pigeon.
Hey, listen, Max. You take Bet and go on down in the car, and I'll meet you guys down at the stadium just as soon as I can. I'm gonna have it out with Mr. Jordan here.
Nah, I better stick around and protect my rights. Hey, look, Mr. Jordan, let's get this straight. Joe and I are quite satisfied with Farnsworth, right? He suits us just fine. So we don't want no change, you understand? I mean, Joe's been working on this guy's body, and he's got it in pretty good shape.
In the paint!
So let's just forget the whole thing, okay? We ain't switching. Oh, and another thing. After tonight's scrap, we're through with the fight battle.
Like hell we are.
Hey, Joe, I'm the manager, ain't I?
Yeah, sure you are,
Well, I
buddy.
ain't gonna steer you wrong. Hey, look, Joe, the fight racket's a tough million. But that ain't my dough. Well, it's Farnsworth, ain't it? And you're Farnsworth. And I got 40% of whoever you are. So I guess that gives me something to say, don't it?
Yeah, but Max, you're forgetting I'm still Joe Pendleton. Hey, listen, I don't want any of that guy's coin. Bet me he's giving it all back to the guy he swiped it from.
What? You're gonna give away 50 million simoleons? Where do I come in?
Listen, you'll make plenty of scratch with me. You just keep getting me them fights. I gotta get to be chancellor so I can ask Bet to marry me. And I can't do that unless I'm making enough to support her.
Ah, listen to the guy. He's got 50 million bucks and he's worried about supporting a wife.
I gotta work this out myself, Max. Now you take Bet and go on down to that stadium. And tell that commissioner I'll be there. I'll be a bit late, but I'll be there and I'll fight tonight too. I'll get this settled.
Well, all right, Joe. Well, look, you stand pat. You understand? Don't go jeopardizing my interests. All right?
Yeah, trust me, Max, okay?
Okay, Joe. Well, look, I'll see you later on. Oh, you're a fine guy to do business with, Mr. Jordan.
All right, Mr. Jordan, let's you and me get this thing settled once and for all.
All right, it's not up to me, my boy. There's just no reasoning with Farnsworth. He's as difficult up there as he was down here.
Well, what's he got the bellyache about? I mean, I was taking good care of his body. I had it in swell shape. Well, he ought to be tickled. Pink.
Well, for one thing, he doesn't like what you're doing with his money. Giving it away.
Well, what's it to him, the no-good big cheapskate? I mean, he never made an honest nickel in his life. Why, he ought to be in jail instead of where he's at.
Well, all that will be adjusted, Joe. But now, you've got to get back on your own road. You see, all mankind has its own particular path of life. Its beam in the sun. This is just not for you, my boy.
Oh, I don't know. I ain't doing so bad. I figure another month or so, I'd get the hang of things. Then I'd show those boys on the street how to handle their money. I mean, I'd show them how to spread it around so that everyone's got a break.
I'm sorry, Joe, but this arrangement cannot stand.
Now listen, I've had just about all the trouble I'm going to take from you boys. I'm staying with Farnsworth and that flat. You're not messing my life up anymore.
On the contrary, I want to clear it up for you.
Well, look, just leave it as it is. Let it be, okay? I got Bet loving me as Farnsworth now, and I don't want to take any chances. I had a tough enough time getting her to love the rat.
I'm sorry, but you are no more able to stop the course of what's to be than you can stem the waves of the sea with your hand or stay the sun in the midst of heavens.
Oh, yeah? Well, you just let someone separate me from Farnsworth and see what happens. So long, Mr. Jordan. Oh! Go on, who shot me? It was Mrs. Farnsworth, that's who did it. Quick, call the cops. Never mind, I'll call them myself. Hello? Police?
Don't fight, Joe. Leave Farnsworth.
Oh.
Oh, no, not him again! I'm a conscientious fellow. I haven't got an ounce of imagination. The only way I can break a case is to cover every possible angle. Collect all the facts. That's how I work. Methodically. That's why I want to know everything Mr. Farnsworth did last Friday, the day he disappeared. I want to know what he ate for breakfast, what he said, how he slept the night before. I even want to know whether he cleaned his teeth that particular morning. Everything. Because little facts point to big fingers. So, let's start from the beginning here. Mrs. Farnsworth, I wish
I've
now...
already told you all I know.
Well, tell me again. Maybe I missed something, or maybe somebody forgot to tell me something.
Hey, pal, you're going to find this the toughest case you ever tackled. And the only way you're going to solve it is to bring in a spiritualist.
Will you shut up? Everything has been checked and cross-checked. Every morgue and hospital, hotel, rooming house, railroad, steamship, and airline's been covered. Nothing has been overlooked. Yet there's not a single clue of them. Even the large reward is brought no clue of him to light it.
Hey, Joe, where are you, Joe? Where are you? Who are you? Come on, talk to me. Will you give me a break?
What the hell are you doing?
Looking for Joe.
Who's Joe?
Well, I don't know. He could be anybody. He could be anybody. Joe? Are you Joe?
Maybe we ought to call a psychopathic. Levine?
Joe, where are you? Joe, who are you? Come on, talk to me.
Levine, are you going to sit down?
No, not till I find Joe or his pal Jordan.
Well, who's Jordan?
He's the guy who put Joe in Farnsworth's body.
Oh, sit down.
I'm afraid to sit down. I might sit on Joe.
Sit! Miss Logan,
and Mr. Levine were sitting in Mr. Farnsworth's car waiting for him outside of the house.
Yes?
And you were going to the stadium with him to see him weigh in for his fight with Gilbert.
Yes.
And you never saw or heard from him again.
No.
And now you. When you last saw him, what was he doing?
He was arguing with some guy from heaven.
That's just what you be doing if you don't cut the clowning.
Well, you be as nuts as I am after being on this case a couple of days.
Now, Mrs. Farnsworth, I needn't point out to you, nor to you, Miss Lowe, just how important it is for both of you to help me.
Tell the inspector everything you know, Mrs. Farnsworth. You have nothing to worry about. Not a thing.
Well, I can only repeat that my husband's disappearance was neither mysterious, nor does it surprise me in the least. None of you his actions for the last several weeks. His actions, he was a fighter, giving away all of his money.
He wasn't giving it away. He was making restitution.
Restitution? Farnsworth? Really, Miss Logan, I don't think you quite knew him.
I knew him better than any of you. He was fine, good, lovable.
You can't possibly be talking about my husband, Miss Logan.
Dad, don't cry. I'll be back soon, sweetheart.
Now, Mrs. Farnsworth, when you last spoke to your husband, was your conversation friendly? No quarrel of any kind?
It was amicable.
Oh, how do you mean that?
He told me he loved Miss Logan, that he wanted to marry her, and he wanted a divorce.
Guess that's why she shot me. I see.
Yeah, well, you could say, as long as you want, but it ain't gonna get you nothing.
Miss Logan, if Mr. Farnsworth is alive, are you sure he can communicate with you?
I know he would.
Well, you bet I would, sweetheart.
Perhaps he just lost interest, my dear. Another pretty face? I told you Jonathan was like that.
He was murdered. I know it.
She's telling you right, Inspector.
I believe that's exactly what Mr. Farnsworth wanted everybody to believe. See certain rather ominous transactions, particularly the Gulf Oil project, lead me to believe that Mr. Farnsworth intended to disappear rather than face possible investigation.
That's a lie.
Well, if, as you say, he was murdered, then where is his body?
It's in your trunk.
I suppose Mrs. Farnsworth had it cut up, stuffed in a trunk, and thrown out
Stop it! Stop it!
Oh, they're killing Ben. I can't stand this. Where's Jordan?
He's in conference with the registrar trying to get you sorted out.
He's been in conference all week. Does he expect me to run around like this without a body?
Patience, Joe, patience.
This whole thing's got me screwy. It's got me screwy. I've tried every trick I know to get him a match with the killer. I've been kicked out of every newspaper office in town before I finally convinced him I'm managing Farnsworth. I've run my goddamn can off. I don't eat right. I don't sleep right. What do I wind up with? 40% of a ghost. 40% of nothing. And I can't even find that. Sorry, man. You think you're looking for Farnsworth. You really think you're looking for Farnsworth, but you're looking for Joe. Farnsworth's dead.
I knew it. I knew it.
He was drowned in the bathtub by his wife and that guy over there 4 weeks ago.
You're mad.
You're damn right I'm mad, and I should be mad. I mean, I've been all over the place looking for Joe. I've been to the zoo. I've been to the racetrack. I've been to the aquarium. I've asked every horse, donkey, and fish if they was Joe.
You better get a hold of him, Inspector, before he gets violent.
Hey, let go of me, Flatfoot.
Hold on, old slouch.
Geez, I can't stand this. Come on.
Where to?
Up to your joint. I'm going to have it up with that registrar myself.
Oh, very well.
Come on, let's go. Wait, you just wait here a minute.
So Farnsworth was drowned in his bathtub, was he?
Yeah,
4 weeks ago?
right.
And he's only been missing a week.
Well, I don't care. That's what he told me.
Well, who told you?
Farnsworth.
Well, when did he tell you this? Before or after you was drowned?
After.
Dig him down, a psychopathic, quick! Come on!
Come on, let's go!
What?
Oh, very well. Where are you guys going?
Oh, so there you are. I've been waiting all week for you. What's the idea of leaving me like this? What's the big idea of...
Busy with Mr. Farnsworth.
Did that take all week?
I've had my other duties to take care of, Joe. Report back.
Yes, sir. Never mind your other duties. Take care of me. Get me straightened out first.
Oh, patience, my boy. Now, I've prevailed upon the registrar to intercede on your behalf. Undoubtedly, he'll win Farnsworth over. He has more persuasive powers than I have. And don't worry. I promise you, you won't be cheated. Everything will be accounted for in the final reckoning.
By the time you get me all straightened out, I'll be due at your place.
Oh, you'll live your full life. You can't be denied that.
Look, all I want's back. Fix that, and I'll call the whole thing square.
I expect a flash any moment. If it's favorable, you'll be Farnsworth again.
Yeah? Hey, is the body still in good condition?
Excellent. It's in a freezer.
Ah! Jeez, get me out of there! I'll freeze to death.
I tell you, I saw it with my own eyes. I was cleaning the master's room, and I just turned around to piping off the saxophone when somebody or something snatched it out of my hand, and it went sailing out of the room.
You're crazy.
Hey, no, she ain't. Look, that was Joe. Joe was here.
I need that alone.
Look, his saxophone.
Well, what of it?
Well, I tell you, it wasn't here before. Joe's in this room with us. He's here somewhere. I know he is. Talk to me, Joe. Talk to old Mac. They're going screwy here.
So am I. No, would you just be quiet? Let's get on with this investigation.
You know, I was supposed to take back to that fight tonight, Murdoch and Spaulding's, but it can't take without a body.
Well, you can see it if you wish to, Joe.
Oh, no, I don't want to go without that.
Would you care to hear it?
Sure, how?
The radio. It's on the air now. They just started.
Oh, geez, I sure hate to miss it. I wish one of them clucks had turned the radio on. I mean, here's the biggest fight of the year going on, and they're wasting their time looking for me.
Well, Mr. Levine will turn it on if you concentrate on him.
Will? Max, turn the fight on. It's 10 o'clock, Max. The big fight, Murdoch and Spaulding's is on. Max, turn it on.
Holy smoke! It's 10 o'clock. The fight's on.
What did you do that for?
I don't know. I just had to.
Gee, Mr. Jordan, can you make a person do whatever you want him to just by concentrating?
Well, it depends on what you want them to do, Joe.
Oh, turn that thing off.
Now Murdoch is calling. Now Murdoch is calling. Falling through the rope. Yes, sir. Murdoch shoots over a right cross. A left goes to the chin. Spaulding's eye is swelling. Murdoch puts over a left to right. Another left to Spaulding's jaw. All powerful blows and hit their mark with the speed and accuracy of a bullet. Spaulding's lands one on Murdoch's chin and it glances off. Murdoch comes back with a right cross, a left jab, and then sends a hammer fist with blow jab.
Oh, that Murdoch's dynamite. I know him like a buck. Hey, you know, he always keeps that left hand curled up over his chest, just like it was asleep. Then all of a sudden, wham, he lets fly.
Yeah, and I thought you said he was just a palooka, that he couldn't hit the side of a house.
Well, yeah, he just lucky tonight, I guess.
That man goes. Spaulding is in the nut. Spaulding is not in this at all. Murdoch's down, yes. Murdoch's just doing as he pleases. He jolts Spaulding with a right jab. A right to the left so that it is unbalances Spaulding. Infuriated. Spaulding swings violently against touch Murdoch. Now Murdoch climbs Spaulding through the rope, sending the most tonic of blows a man has ever taken. Spaulding is down. Now with a smashing blow to the head that lifted him clear off his feet. He looks finished, lying there completely lit as the referee counts. 2, 3, 4.
That can't be all luck, Joe.
Ah, sure it is. Hey, Smallins is a setup. He's a pushover.
Oh, Murdoch's a great fighter, and you know it. Why, in your heart, you admire and respect him very much. Why, you'd even like to be like him.
What? Me be like Murdoch? Ha! Don't make me laugh.
8, 9. Yes, he's up. Spaulding is up. Murdoch crushes over the exchange to see the harmless blows. Oh, yes, now Murdoch is down. He's down. He's flat on the floor from one thing, the harmless tap to the head. Oh, hardly strong enough to throw him. But Murdoch went down like a shot.
Yeah, see what I tell you? Just a palooka, like I always said.
Listen.
Referee is bending over Murdoch. Nobody can understand it. He must have taken suddenly ill. He certainly wasn't the blow Spaulding delivered. It couldn't be.
I wonder what happened. I mean, he was going like a buzzsaw.
He's dead, Joe.
What? You're crazy. You heard him batting Smallings around like he was a 10-pin. Why, he had a physique like a solid chunk of rubber. A chest like a gorilla. Arms like a...
He was shot. He's got a bullet in his heart. You see, he was told to throw the fight, and he refused.
Why, dirty, slimy skunks. Knocking off a swell guy like Murdoch? Didn't they hear the shot?
Oh, not with all that noise.
Oh, jeez.
4, 5.
She's a counting over a dead man, can't they tell?
Oh, they won't know until after he's counted out.
Oh, I don't know. Poor Murdoch, they didn't come any better. I mean, he's a swell guy, a clean fighter. Credit to the game. You know, you were right, Mr. Jordan, how I felt about him. He was my idol.
Of course he was, Joe. But you You see, his job was done. Everybody goes when that's done. And it may only have been to have dreamed a few notes of music, for a baby to have romped and laughed in the park, for lovers to have had one perfect day. That's enough to die on.
Oh, jeez, I'd sure like to get them guys. They would give the game a bad black eye. You know what? I wish I could be in the ring there. I wish I could be finishing that fight for him, Mr. Jordan. I wish I could be there just for 5 minutes.
You can, Joe.
Yeah? You mean?
We've got just 1 second to make it, Joe.
Come on, just a minute. Hang on, Bet. I'll be right back.
There it goes again!
8, 9. He left up like a rocket full of pipe. It's amazing. He was lying there like a dead man. Now he's on his feet. Smallings rushes him. He is met by a staggering right from Murdoch. A left to right and on the left. Smallings rocks dizzily. Murdoch jabs his left with Smallings' chin, and down he goes. Now Smallings is down. And there goes the bell, giving Smallings from what looks like a sure knockout. What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. What a comeback for Murdoch. He looks finished and suddenly comes up like an dynamo. Ladies and gentlemen, this battle will go down in the history of the most sensational of all.
Ooh, what a great
Can you believe it?
fight!
Just he was down, we thought the fight was over, he gets back up, and oh, $800.
All right, back up here. Get him some room. You should put up the greatest fight of your life, P.O. Jeez. Just I was thinking you was a goner. You jump up like a rock on the con iron. Pow! I'm proud of ya.
Hey, thanks. Say that Murdoch's something special, boy.
I'll say you are.
No, not me. I said Murdoch.
Hey, say it any way you like. You're champ now. That's all that matters.
Poor Murdoch. I hope he's glad I done this for him.
Hey, K.O., look what they found under your stool.
Hey, give me that.
Whose is it?
It's mine.
Since when did you play a sax?
I always play the sax.
Oh, I never heard you. You must have been practicing in secret. Say, how'd you get in the ring? Didn't have it when you climbed in. There's something goddamn funny about this. I don't get it. I don't get you either, K.O. Come on, we're pals. We never hid anything from each other. What the hell's got into you? You feel all right, ain't you?
Yeah, sure. I feel fine.
There's a funny faraway look in your eye I don't like. What are you thinking about?
Poor K.O. Murdoch.
Oh, cut that out, will ya?
Nah, he won the fight. He's champ.
Sure you're champ now. We're all set to clean up.
Hey, listen. Hey, you better hold on to your dough, pal. You ain't gonna make much more.
You're crazy. Here's where we start making the big money.
K.O. Murdoch's through.
What are you talking about? What, you're perched on top of the world.
I ain't perched anywhere, pal. I don't know where I go from here.
Hey, I do. Nothing can stop you now. Hey, I don't mind telling you, though. I'm glad it's over. I was pretty worried.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, I didn't mean that you wouldn't win the fight. Hell, that was in the bag all the time. I mean, all those gorillas, remember what they told you? Oh, I was scared stiff they were going to pull something funny.
Yeah, well, they did, and it wasn't funny. Look. They shot Murdoch.
Holy cats. No wonder you're talking delirious. Look, just take it easy, light up. Hey, watch it, folks. I like the doctor. Hey, Doc,
Don't bother. I'm all right. Yeah, that won't kill me. Hey, Murdoch, where'd you get that sax? Jeez, Max, you'll never know me. Joe, come on, Joe. Joe. Me,
what are
man.
you doing to Murdoch? Come on, get out of there. Hey, what kind of screwy talk is that, Levine?
Hey, I'm lucky I'm able to talk at all.
Hey, listen, Max, I just got in Murdoch's body to help him out.
Well, how about doing me a favor? Help me out. Stop jumping from body to body when it's stay put.
Well, yeah, sure, Max, but you see, a bunch of gorillas
Hey,
shot Murdoch.
He feels delirious, Levine. He's got a bullet in him.
What?
Where's that doctor who was fighting?
Where?
Hey, don't bother me.
Fine body you got into.
The doc will be right here, K.O. Just lie down, keep quiet. You'll be all right.
I'm gonna need that doc, too.
Look, everything will be all right once Jordan gets here.
Yeah?
Here he is, Doc.
Hey, Lefty, how's your heart?
I ain't got any.
Well, that's good, because I was just about to break it.
Oh, you got no business here, Levine.
Hey, that's what you think, pal.
Doc, why don't you just go home? There's nothing wrong with me. Go on, beat it.
Oh, be reasonable, Keo. You got a bullet in you, ain't you?
How many times I gotta tell you Murdoch took the bullet?
Oh, examine his head, too. Look, he's out of it.
Just let me have a look at the wound.
Look, Doc, don't go taking nothing out till after I'm out of the body, okay?
You plan on leaving this body?
Well, yeah. I don't belong in it.
Holy rockabye, Keo. Don't talk like that. Please, Doc, do something.
Well, partner,
I wouldn't be partners with you in an unborn flea.
I'm laughing.
Oh, get out of here, Levine. I got enough trouble.
Hey, don't be so optimistic.
Oh, you're nuts.
Hey, you giving me information?
Listen, those people call him Lefty Nuts, he's right.
Now, Levine, what about that saxophone you were following?
Yeah, there it is right there. And there's the body you're looking for.
Oh, it is it?
That's Farnsworth.
Oh, he is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, only I'm not in Farnsworth's body anymore.
Oh, whose body are you in?
Well, Murdoch's. But I'm really Joe Pendleton.
Well, who am I?
Elliot Ness?
Could be.
I won't pay any attention to Murdoch, Inspector. He was just shot. The doc's probing for the bullet now. Did you find it yet, Doc?
It's in his heart.
Holy hell.
Why aren't you dead?
Well, I was. Once for a while, wasn't I, Max?
Yeah, it sure was. I cremated the body.
God damn it! Will somebody get some sense around here?
You just don't understand.
Cops is just a bunch of Roseanne Arnolds.
Listen, Levine.
Hey, look, Inspector, just calm down and just relax. Look, I'm gonna fix this whole case up for you and solve it. Solve the old Farnsworth case, just for you. Now, just stay right there. Joe, I want you to tell the inspector everything that happened.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
Okay, well, look, don't waste your time looking for Farnsworth, Inspector. You want to find them like that shot Murdoch. Farnsworth will be fine as soon as I get him out of the freezer and get back in his body.
This is a fine time for you to go nuts on me. Just let me cop the title.
Hey, that reminds me, Lefty. I got a 40% cut of the receipt.
Yeah, he's right. But don't call him nuts.
Oh, look, Inspector. Now the case is all cleared up.
Oh, sure. Sure, it's all cleared up. I mean, Farnsworth is in a nice spot. Murdoch here, he wants to get into and invite us all to the wedding. That clears it up just fine. Now I'm going to start doing a little clearing up, and I'm going to start with you, Levine. Come on, let's go.
You just lay off him, Inspector. He's nothing to do with it. It was Mrs. Farnsworth and Tony what shot me and stuffed me in the freezer.
Oh, who wants to buy a street fighter? Cheap.
Oh, there you are. Hi, Mr. Jordan. All right, fellas, come on. Beat it, Ollie. It's Scram. I got to talk some stuff with Mr. Jordan.
Take it easy, Keo. Take it easy,
Well,
fella.
it's Scram.
Well, we can't leave you alone in your condition.
My condition's fine. In the pink. Are you going to leave or do I have to throw you?
Well, I'm not leaving until I make heads or tails out of this whole damn thing.
Inspector, I think we better leave.
Huh? Oh, okay, fella. We'll leave. But don't you try sneaking off with this Jordan fella, because I'm coming back with a nice little present for the both of you. A nice little gift you'll be crazy about, a nice jacket.
Oh, you don't have to go buy me any presents, Inspector. Thanks just the same.
Yeah, don't mention it. Now, come on, guys, let's go. You too, Levine.
Nix, I'm in on this deal. I gotta stay here and make sure Jordan puts Joe back in the Farnsworth's body.
Oh, sure. But first I'm going to put you into something. Now, come on.
Come on.
Hey, I'm glad to see you, Mr. Jordan. Hey, did you see the fight?
Oh, I did, Joe. You did a nice job. You made Murdoch very happy. He's grateful to you.
How is he?
Oh, he's fine.
Fine.
Well, I tell you, you've fought beautifully, cleanly, scientifically. You make it an art.
Hey, listen, I'm back in my top form again. In the pink.
This is your niche, Joe. This is where you belong. Where you were meant to be. World champion.
No, not me. Murdoch is, and I'm glad I done it for him. But now, can I get out of this?
Joe,
Yeah?
the registrar couldn't do anything with Farnsworth.
You mean I can't have his body back?
Farnsworth is adamant.
Gee, Mr. Jordan, what's going to happen to me? And to Beck?
Oh, don't worry, Joe. You won't be cheated. Nobody is really. See, there's a design in everything. The wing of an insect, the bill of a bird, the eye of an eagle. Everything has perfect balance. But it's no use trying to graft a tree or a flower onto another of a different nature. The lines of distinction are clear, and the limitations inflexible. But you and Murdoch are one. You belong to each other. This is your life. This is your destiny.
Oh.
You're back now on your own road.
No, it's no good without that. But listen, I don't want those 6 years if I can't have her.
Oh, you'll have everything that was ordained for you.
Listen, I don't care about anything else. I mean, look, if a girl only comes along in a fella's life like her once. Look, Murdoch's a swell guy, and I'd be proud to be him. Carry his name, keep it clean like he would. But like I say, a girl like her only comes along once, and I gotta be Farnsworth because she loves me as Farnsworth, and I don't want to lose her. Wait a minute, you wait here. I'm gonna go take a shower, then I'm gonna go out and talk to Farnsworth myself. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. You guys always come to work up. You wait here, I'll be right back.
Goodbye, Joe. Good luck, K.O. Murdoch.
Well, where is he?
He's in the shower.
Fine, Apple, you take me a shower with a bullet in his heart.
Hey, with that guy with the Jordan around, don't be surprised no matter what happens.
Say, you're as nuts as Murdoch.
Yeah, well, nuts or not, he knew what he was talking about when he told me he was in the icebox. My man found him.
Yeah?
Should stick.
What'd they do with the body?
It's down in the morgue.
You tell him not to touch that body. Joe needs that body.
What for?
To get married in.
Oh, don't start that again.
I better tell Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, how you feeling now, K.O.?
Kinda funny, Lefty. Kinda funny.
I'm surprised he ain't collapsed.
Hey, Joe. The inspector found Jordan's body in the icebox. Farnsworth's body in the icebox. You and Jordan better hustle on down to the morgue, because that's where they took it.
Look, stay out of this, Levine. You know, Murdoch, you may be cuckoo as hell, but you sure steered me right on that Farnsworth case. You know, I telephoned my man and he found him, just like you said. And what's more, we got a confession on Mrs. Farnsworth and her boyfriend. But you're wrong about one thing. Farnsworth is in no condition to get married.
Look, fellas, you must have me mixed up with someone else. I don't know any Farnsworth. And frankly, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Well, now he's lost his memory.
Who is this fella, Lefty?
It's a police inspector, K.O., remember?
No. What's he want?
Never mind, K.O. Here, you get dressed. I'm taking you to hospital.
Are you nuts, Lefty? I gotta go in the ring in a couple of minutes. And I'm in swell shape, too. Best of my life. Boy, I'm gonna drop Smallings like I dropped Pugsy Whalen in Chicago last March. You remember that? Huh?
You already dropped him, K.O. The fight's over. You're champ.
The fight's over? And I'm champ?
Sure, K.O.
What round did he go down, Lefty?
The second.
It's funny. I can't remember that. I can't remember anything.
You remember this bullet, don't you?
God.
What happened to it?
To what?
The bullet. Doc said it was right in your heart.
Oh, come on. You had one too many, Lefty.
But I tell you, I saw it, K.O. They saw it too, didn't you, fellas?
Well, I think I did.
Oh, don't hedge. You know you did.
Well, it's not there now. I mean, there's not even a single mark on it.
Jeez, I'm scared. Nothing like this ever happened to me before.
It's that guy, Jordan. Where is he, Joe?
Who's Jordan, and what the hell are you calling me Joe for?
Well, look, if he's not shot anymore, there's no use in my hanging around here. See you around, fellas.
Hey, Joe, take a good look at me. Take a good look.
What do I want to look at you for?
Who am I?
Don't you know?
I'm beginning to have my doubts. You tell me.
Well, you're Max Levine.
Yeah. And who are you?
K.O. Murdoch.
Yeah. Are you sure?
What's the matter with him, Lefty?
You ain't anybody else besides K.O. Murdoch, are you?
Listen to the screwball.
Say, how well do you know Joe Pendleton?
Oh, not too well. I met him a couple of times. Say, you managed him, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, how well did you do him?
Well, not too well, as they say. Met him a couple of times. He was a funny fella. Always threatening to take my measure. Whatever happened to him?
Don't you know?
Well, I wouldn't ask you if I did now, would I?
Well, he was killed in an airplane crash.
Oh, that's right. I remember something about that now. Too bad he was a nice fella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Lefty, let's you and me go outside. I got a nice little proposition I want to tell you.
I ain't interested, Levine.
Hey, it will be after I tell you. Come on.
Oh, all right, I'll listen to you.
That's all I ask.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay, fellas. Well, hello. he just left.
Thank you.
Wait. Don't I know you?
I don't think so, Mr. Murdoch.
Oh, all right, sorry. I thought maybe I did. I felt sure I had seen you somewhere before. Funny, ain't it, how you sometimes think you know someone?
Yes.
Did you like the fight?
I didn't see it,
No, that's too bad.
but I heard it on the radio.
Oh?
Oh, your eyes hurt.
Don't hurt a bit, a little bit.
It's
Not
all
bad.
red.
Oh, it's just swole, that's all.
And your lip, it's cut. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that.
Felt pretty good. Would you do it again? Oh, you've got a beautiful laugh, Miss
Logan.
Logan. Well, I'm Murdoch, Tom Murdoch, but the boys all call me K.O.
How do you do, Mr. Murdoch?
Hello. So do you... Oh. You like the fight game?
I knew a man who liked it.
Yeah, what was his name? Maybe I know him.
Jonathan Farnsworth.
Yes, I heard the boys talking about him. Knocked off by his wife, wasn't he? A friend of yours, was he?
I loved him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Too bad. Hey! Who put them lights out? Turn them on! Who's that? Who's there?
It's me, Mr. Murdoch. The fuse blew out. I'll have it fixed in a moment.
Well, all right, hurry up, though. There's a young lady here.
Right away, Mr. Murdoch.
I'm sorry. Are you all right, Miss Logan?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, just be a minute. Oh. You know something? When those lights went out, I tried to remember where I had seen you before. In the darkness, your voice sounded like I had heard it, but I couldn't remember where or when. Did you feel anything like that?
Yes, I did. I felt as though I was up on a hilltop looking down at the sea, and you were there, swimming toward me, saying something, shouting something. Something I heard so long ago it might have been in another existence.
Maybe that's it. Maybe I knew you sometime way in the past. Maybe. But, it's strange. It's just, you don't seem strange to me. I feel like I've always known you.
I remember now. I told Mr. Farnsworth that I would be nice to a certain fighter he said I would meet soon.
Then I'm in luck then. Listen, would you like to go for a bite to eat with me? There's a nice little spot just around the corner, Mike's. I always go there after a fight. And I don't know why, Miss Logan, but I just have a very strong feeling that I'd like to get better acquainted with you. Would you do that with me, please?
All right.
Oh, that's swell. All right, come on. Hey, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Oh, we met Mr. Murdoch.
I said the same thing to you, didn't I? Oh, sure, I know you. You're Jim Langley. You used to be middleweight champ. Hey, I never missed one of your fights. How you doing, Jim? I learned a lot from you.
Oh, I sincerely hope so.
Hey, listen, Jim, how are you fixed for money?
Oh, I don't need any, thank you.
Oh, come on, sure you do. Everyone needs money. Look there. Hey, listen, this is my big night. I feel good. I feel great. I feel better than I've ever felt in my life. I feel like a newborn babe. The world's terrific.
I'm delighted you feel like that, Mr. Murdoch.
Hey, listen, I'm a lucky guy. I mean, I guess I was born under a lucky star. I mean, I've just become finally the heavyweight champ of the world, and I've just met her.
Well, look, I don't want to hurry you guys, but I've got to get home. My job here is finished. I've got to close up.
Okay, sure. Sorry to hold you up, Jim. Come on, Beck. Say, I called you Beck, didn't I?
How did you know my first name?
Well, you told me, didn't you?
No, that's strange.
Pretty familiar for a girl you just met. Well, anyway, take care, Jim. We'll be leaving you.
So long, Mr. Murdoch.
Goodbye.
Good luck, and God bless you both.
Looking for somebody? Yeah, Joe Pendleton. Alias K.O. Murdoch. Alias God knows who. I just bought 50% of him off and left it. So, where is he?
Oh, K.O. Murdoch just left. There isn't any Joe Pendleton. Not anymore. Good night.